So we are going to continue the adventures of our friend DeathStroke the Terminator. Basically, we had reached the point of playing the Earning Respect mission. So let's get this party started. Hello heroes and villains, welcome to Multiverse. So today we will play with our friend DeathStroke the Terminator. But before we get started, let's give a little thank you to our friend Earth3 Khalil. Basically, our little friend sent us 3 base items. He sent us 3 Oracle base items. So I would like to say thank you. There's also our friend Joey Thunderstriker, who sent us an evil villainous tech emblem. So thank you very much, guys. Much appreciated. So we're going to talk to our friend Agent Respect, but I'm going to focus mainly on the main missions with this character. There's quite a few side missions that I could play with. Let's say here we have our friend Agent Order. I'm going to skip a lot of those side missions. Normally, I would suggest to you that you actually do play those missions. At the very least, they will give you some source marks and some additional XPs. But I'm going to focus on the main mission because basically once you finish the main mission, you go automatically to level 30. So let's say you complete the main missions and you're still level 28. Automatically, the game will take you from level 28 to level 30. So we're going to try to experience
LexCorp
that.
funds the meta wing of Metropolis General Hospital as a front for some very illegal experiments. Something went haywire and the patients are rioting. We need those patients back. And the press kept out. I'll give you respect.
Good, you're on the job. It seems patients at my meta-human wing at Metropolis General Hospital are resisting Dr. Psycho's experimental treatment. But work on the meta-human brain is at a crucial stage. I don't need this interruption or the publicity. Put down the riot and retrieve my test subjects.
So we'll try to focus mostly on the main missions, although there are some side missions that I'm still going to take because there's no reason not to take them. So if I recall correctly, this is the mission that will lead us to helping our friend Supergirl. Well, actually, in this case, we're going to be fighting Supergirl. And we're going to help our friend Dr. Psycho. Obviously, it shows the wrong name. You have to be a bit crazy to call yourself Dr. Psycho.
LexCorp has implanted special containment fields in these metas. Activated, and they'll give you no further trouble.
It was you who experimented on me.
So here, there's quite a few side quests. There's our friend Dr. Allen here. There's Agent Perseverance. But let's see what happens if we don't talk to them.
I want to go home.
So we have to bring the patients all the way over here. If you're an evil villain, you have to bring the patients here. If you're a hero player, you actually have to bring the patients at the other end. You see that little truck over there? That's where you have to go if you play with
You
a
did this
hero
to me.
character.
Please, you have to end this experiment.
You!
Let's ignore her. We'll come back for her.
You want some of this?
Please, you've got to help.
So obviously we have to subdue a lot more patients than we have to actually bring them to the transport.
I can't stand you anymore. Stop yelling in my head.
Look out!
So just one more to the transport, and then we'll just focus on subduing the prisoners, the patients. Last time I was here. There was quite a few players. I guess today people are busy elsewhere.
How can you live with yourself after all you put me through?
I should probably play some of the Birds of Prey missions and other missions a bit more. Oh well.
Chief Researchers General,
Stand you
one
anymore.
of our
Stop
most
yelling in my
valuable
head.
samples. It really speaks to me.
No.
I hope the heroes kicked your ass. Please! Stop!
Almost there.
You did this to me. Please, you have to end this experiment. Oh,
make
doctor,
you pay
it was
for the
you who
experiments you did
experimented
on
on
me.
me.
Help me! Where am I? Stop! You're hurting me!
Nope, out of power.
Don't!
That happens.
I can't stand you anymore. Stop yelling in my head.
So let's get out of here.
Oh, doctor.
And let's go complete our mission.
Luther here. Naturally, the Daily Planet got wind of this little misunderstanding. We need to block all communications, in or out. Take out any patients attacking the jamming devices on the hospital roof. Freedom of the press only goes so far.
I'm surprised there's any freedom with Lex. Let's grab the little investigation here. Again, you can see there's a side quest down there.
Chief Researchers General, this heart is a telltale example of our profound work.
I'm not sure why I can target it. Am I supposed to destroy it? The shield would suggest I have to defend it, so let's do that.
Now that the flow of information is back in our hands, show the press and my patients what happens when they try to break a story without my permission.
I thought we needed a specific type of patient. I wasn't sure if that was going to count. I guess not.
Punk. I'm hit.
I'm a little off with the combos. Not sure if there's still a bit of lag or if it's just me being out of practice. It could be either way. So we just need to advance at this point.
I'm hit.
Please, stop!
You little punk. Back off. Powers out of control.
Oh, it's on now.
Ideally, we should do the advance and the patience at the same time, but I guess I fought more patients than I should have without the van. Well, it happens. So that should be our last van. Oh, wrong.
I'm
There
not
we go.
afraid of you.
Help me!
Leave DeathStroke alone. There we go. So let's complete our mission.
Your jamming technology is good, Lex, but not good enough. Supergirl's in your so-called hospital wing to shut it down permanently and bring
Oh,
you and
noes.
these allies of yours to justice.
So let's go. Oh no, we don't have to complete anything, but we did get a reward box.
Ignore
Usually,
Superman. My lawyers will clear us of all blame. However, how convenient that he sent Supergirl. Get inside the hospital and use kryptonite to get a sample of her DNA. Oh, and retrieve Dr. Psycho so he can explain this debacle.
so at this point we should get a weapon and a reward box. Decisions. Just for the heck of it, nah. Thought maybe we had a skill point that we hadn't used. Apparently not. Very tempted. Nah. So I'm not going to pick up that side quest.
You little punk!
Stop! You're hurting me! Ah! Help me!
And again, no reason not to destroy those healing barrels. There is a feat to destroy 1,000 of them. So you should destroy any barrels you see. Obviously, you may want to save some for certain battles, but once you realize you no longer need it, there's no reason not to destroy those barrels. Messed up.
Stop! You're hurting me!
You!
Please, stop!
Sadly, with some enemies, they get defeated before you can even manage to complete the combo. It's sad, but it happens.
Please calm down. I'm here to help you.
We have to get these meta-patients back in their resequencing chambers before their DNA is compromised. I'll trap them in a stasis field. You get them on the transfer pad.
So here, if you remember, with a hero player, we had to defeat our friend
Get away.
Dr. Psycho. But here it's a bit different.
Help! Please,
Oh,
stay
there it is.
away!
Here we have a little doctor friend who will put the patients in a little ball like that. But also he's supposed to put Supergirl in such a ball.
Please, no!
Normally he's supposed to put Supergirl in such a ball so that she cannot stop us.
Run!
I guess not today. So I have a contingency plan. Oh, now he's doing it. Okay. And then once
Help!
Supergirl is in that
Somebody
ball,
help! What
sometimes
did
I like
do
to
to
throw her
you?
in there. I missed my aim. So sad now.
Quit fighting. You're not getting out of here alive.
Nope, got distracted by throwing Supergirl around. There we go.
Oh,
The
please!
next
Oh,
person
please,
you
no!
capture, I'll make sure you suffer like they did.
So normally the doctor friend puts Supergirl in a ball, then puts a patient in a ball, and so on. It seems today he doesn't want to do that. I guess
Help!
something threw off the
Help!
sequence of events.
Put him down.
Why? Why are you doing this to me?
That should do it.
Ah!
I guess not.
Run for your lives! You've got to stop them! I've got to get out of here. Don't do this!
So normally trap
please!
Supergirl for a bit, and then she frees herself out. But not today, I guess.
We've invested billions researching your DNA, and you're not going anywhere.
Please!
You're too late, Supergirl.
I can't take it
If you
anymore!
remove them from those chambers without the proper shutdown codes, they'll die.
Then I'll just have to get those codes from the mainframe, won't I?
Quick, get to the mainframes and stop her. Destroy them if you have to, but don't let her get those codes.
So let's grab the little investigation first.
Chief Researcher's Journal. Always wear insulated gloves when handling cryotechnic samples.
As a hero, normally you have to destroy those thingy. As a villain, they seem to still be destroyable, but they don't seem to give you anything.
I have to get these codes and free the prisoners. I've had enough of you putting lives at risk. I'm bringing you in to face justice.
And here we see.
Saving people comes first. I need those codes.
And here we have to stop Supergirl from using the console, either by destroying the console.
If I don't do something, he'll. Okay, you're
or burning
done
the
now.
tubes. I have to admit, I've done this mission many times, and
You're really ticking me off.
can't recall why you can burn the tubes or destroy the consoles.
You're wasting my time. If I can't use the computer, I'll get the codes from Dr. Psycho.
So again, some healing barrels. So destroy them all. But in some cases, you can bring them with you, so it'll give you a bit of extra health while you're fighting all the evil patients.
Leave me alone.
You want some of this?
And the console here, in case you're wondering, that's for the side quests that we did not pick up at the start of the mission. If I recall correctly. Yeah, there's no reason to destroy those, but force of habit. So let's grab the investigation and let's continue.
Chief Researcher's Journal. These vines are growing so rapidly, I'm worried about the container's integrity.
Oh no, we can't destroy it. I'm so sad. Oh, there we go. Let's grab the barrel. Oh, wrong clicky.
Dr. Cisco journal entry, Meta Research Project, Day 13.
Dead end. Where are you going to run to now?
DeathStroke doesn't run. So we have to destroy those little thingy. There's supposed to be some kryptonite hidden in one of those.
Kryptonite?
There we go.
Where did it... How did it... I hate Lex Luthor.
So once you get the kryptonite, then you can start fighting Supergirl. Otherwise, without that, I probably should give it a try at some point, but I don't think you can defeat her unless you use a kryptonite. It seems to be a trigger that you have to trigger
What did you just do?
before you can defeat her.
I'll pay you back. And I'm bringing friends.
So sadly here, as you can see, we can choose some loot, but it's the same thing twice. I hate it when that happens. The loot picker is supposed to be random. Sadly,
I could have handled Supergirl myself. I was simply plotting my next move while being tied up. I'll ensure my good friend Lex Luthor hires you again.
so let us skip the cinematics. Normally I love watching the cinematics. But I have this video called DC Universe Online the Movie, where there's a whole bunch of those cinematics in there. So if you really want to watch the cinematics, which I would strongly suggest, it's fun cinematics to watch, I would strongly suggest go watch that cinematic. And there is a little feat
Chief
that we can
Researcher's
get.
Journal. It's not as dangerous when separated from its owner.
So if we grab those little containers here, there's a little feat we can get. It's a simple enough feat to get. It's only, I think, a 10-point feat, so it doesn't matter all that much. And you saw there's a little treasure chest also we're going to pick up, but we'll do the feat first. So there's a handful of those little barrels here spread throughout the mission. So you just have to bring them here. And once we brought the last all the barrels, the little console right next to the thingy will get activated. It'll make more sense once we actually do it. And there should be... I forget how many there are. I've played this mission 1,000 times, so I don't even wonder. I don't even question how many barrels they are. I just go around and pick them up. Obviously, I'm still missing one. That's oh. Might as well destroy the orange barrel while we're here. Again, there are feeds for the orange barrels, so there's no reason not to destroy them. And where's the last... probably upstairs. There it is. So just make sure to grab all the little barrels like this one. Again, it's not a big feat, but some players seems to find the feat all important. So it's an easy enough feat to be able to get. So once you get the last of the barrel, you can see there's a little clicky that appears on the console. So you click the clicky. And there we go. As you saw, there was a bit of delay. As I was afraid, there seems to be a tiny bit of lag this morning. It's sad, but oh well. And we did gain a skill point. So let us see. We'll probably add it here. Or no, actually we want weapon mastery. So I probably purchased all the staff combos. So let's go to the one-handed combo. Sadly, it will take us about 20 more skill points before we can use weapon mastery. It's sad, but that's how it is. I hope I'm going to be able to use weapon mastery before we reach level 30. If not, oh well, too bad, so sad. So let's get out of here. So again, normally I would have picked up this side quest, but we're trying something different with this character. So block break, if you press the triangle, we're going to block break. If enemies are blocking, you just press the triangle and you cast a block breaker. So let us go back to the safe house. Let's grab the little collection. And it gave us a time capsule. We're probably overdue for a new time capsule. I think the next time we'll have probably a resurgence mega capsule. This is a bounty for players versus players. Basically, if you defeat 5 heroes, and it has to be heroes that are like no more than 5 levels away from your character. So you cannot be if you're a level 30 and you start beating up level 4 players, it just won't count for the bounty. Which, sadly enough, I've seen quite a lot of those. Although years ago, what I would do is that often players, there's a high level players, like level 30 players or more, that would park themselves in a zone where there would be, like, let's say level 4 players. Like, they would go where level 4 players would have missions, and they would pretty much hunt down level 4 players. What I would do is that I would park myself in those very same missions, but I would wait for the guys who were farming low-level players, and I would defeat them. And at the time, I was playing my Magneto character, and I was dressed like a level 4 player. Like I was dressed as if I was fresh off the Brainiac ship. So very often players would think that, oh, here's a level 4 player when they would see my Magneto. So they would jump on my Magneto and realize that, nope, I wasn't level 4.
You did a good job putting out that fire. Things could have gotten much worse. Especially if Supergirl hadn't run into you.
Sadly, nowadays, it doesn't work like that anymore. So let's complete all the mission. What's news?
Things are getting lively in Gotham. Talk to Two-Face for more details. He's in our North Burnley nightclub, waiting for you. Try not to stare. He hates that.
So here, there's the hint for the warp menu. So basically, you just go to the map, and from there you'll see the warp menu, and you have all the places where you can warp to. Some people were a little unhappy when we got that, because it kind of makes the teleporter obsolete for at least a section of a player base, because you can go straight to the Hall of Doom, to Gotham, to Metropolis. Here in this case, we can go to the Bird of Prey Metropolis map, but this is pretty much the event, whatever the event is at the time. Like at some point we could warp to Atlantis, at some point we could warp to Earth 3. Today we can warp to the Bird of Prey Metropolis map. Once Birds of Prey will not be the most recent DLC, that will change. There's also the seasonals that have been added. There's the rally point, and there's our lair. We are going to go to our lair, so let us do that right now. We'll go to our lair to reimprint some of our new gear, and of course we got one new skill point, so we'll reimprint that as well. And let us see if there's not something else we should do. So no skill points. Let's see if we got a new... Now let's equip the enchanted vial. I already have the Tombat device. I haven't used it very much, and most of you guys probably don't have it. So I'll try to use something that most of you guys will have. There's the Kryptonian bouncy sphere that I showed, I think, some time ago. So let's re-imprint everything. So imprint all. And we'll be good to go for next time. So next time, let's see what we have next. So next time we're gonna have to go see our friend at Two-Face in the Tap Room nightclub. If you have any questions, feel free to ask so in the comment section down below, and I'll see what I can do about answering your questions. I have roughly 2,000 videos about this universe online at this point, so if I don't answer your question right away, just search in my videos. Odds are I already made a video that answers your question. And that's going to be pretty much it for now, guys. So as always, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.